What's happening, fight fans? I hope you're all well. This week we are going to have a look at one of the most bizarre trilogies in boxing history. Never, and I mean never, has a pound-for-pound star cruising towards greatness being derailed in such a bizarre, self-inflicted, banana skin fashion. Terry Norris was one of my favourite fighters in the 90s. He was lightning quick, he was ridiculously strong, he was a murderous puncher, a vicious finisher, he had elite pedigree. He also had a chin that occasionally took lunch breaks and a habit of breaking the rules at the worst possible time. Luis Santana, on the other hand, was a grizzled, battle-scarred veteran with granite whiskers and an almost supernatural ability to win fights without actually winning fights. Put them together 3 times in the mid-1990s, and boxing somehow produced a trilogy that needs circus music over the top of it. It just feels right. The first fight takes place in Plaza del Toros, Mexico City. Norris is the reigning WBC 154-pound champion. He's in his second reign. He's one of the best fighters pound for pound in the world. Against a journeyman, Luis Santana. Santana shouldn't even be getting this title shot. Even Freddie Pacheco on Showtime says this man is in way over his head. To the surprise of nobody, Norris comes out slinging fast leather. One of the reasons Norris was one of my favourite fighters is because he tried to get people out of there. He just couldn't help himself. He could box rings around anybody, but he just wanted to knock them out. You had to love it. So he came out slinging fast leather. He was cruising comfortably until round 3, when Santana clipped him and Norris's legs did the salsa. A knockdown was ruled. Norris, who was an angry man, was absolutely furious. Pacheco was baffled, and viewers at home were starting to pay more attention. Then came round 4. We got a headbutt, a point deduction, and Santana bleeding like he'd wandered into a horror movie audition. By round 5, it was officially going to be one of those nights. Norris was in full seek and destroy mode, and Santana was about to get destroyed, when Terry bundled Santana to the ropes and landed a little innocuous tap to the back of his head. Santana collapsed flat on his back, arms spread out like a crime scene outline, and then came the longest performance art piece in boxing history. Santana lay there, and he lay there, and he lay there. Pacheco lost his man on commentary as medical staff took so long you half expected an intermission. Eventually, Santana was stretchered out and crowned a world champion. Norris was fuming. He was faking it, he said. His eyes were open. Then he closed them when the doctor came. Boxing shrugged. The belt changed hands. Chaos 1, skill 0. Fight number 2, Las Vegas. It was redemption time. Surely this would be over quickly, and it nearly was. Norris came out angry, fast and violent. Santana was down in the second, down again in the third. Justice was being restored. The title was heading back to terrible Terry Norris. Then, with seconds left in round 3, Norris detonated a shot that landed just after the bell. Santana collapsed in exactly the same position he had in Mexico City. The sequel nobody asked for. DQ again. Norris was now no wins, 2 losses against a man he had outclassed for almost every second they shared the ring. The boxing gods were probably pissing themselves. Don King, meanwhile, was crying. But then we got justice. On the undercard of Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely, Norris chose violence and restraint. 3 clean knockdowns, no rule breaking, no theatrics, second round knockout, the curse was lifted, the belts were back around the waist of terrible Terry Norris. Was Santana faking it in that first fight? I'd say so. Oscar-winning performance though. But Norris, he did it all to himself. He was too eager, too wild, too emotional. Terry Norris was better in every way, except the one that mattered most, keeping his composure. And Luis Santana, he didn't beat greatness, he waited for it to self-destruct. And that's all for this week, fight fans. If you enjoyed the video, Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.